Um, 13 times a charm.
Yeah, the devil is busy.
It's been very busy. We busted up, broke down, broke.
Yep.
Not broke, financially disabled, temporarily. Sorry, you supposed to say temporarily financially disabled.
Yeah.
What else? We done
We
tried
both
to.
stopped up.
We both. Well, you more than me. Which is a first.
I know.
What
Ugh.
else? What else?
I didn't even talk today because I was getting on my nerves. I was like, man.
If this is ever makes a video, I apologize because I don't have my webcam. I gotta hold my mic. Ooh, child, they get out. Anything. It's just a lot. It's just a lot, and
Yeah.
but it can only go up from here. That is my sentiment. It's the start of the year, and it can only go higher.
Yes.
We're back. Strangers, we're back. It feels like we never left, especially because, like I said, this is about the third episode. I don't know. We tried to record a bonus episode. It sounded trash.
About to say.
We tried to record this episode. It sounded bad. It was my fault too. You sounded lovely.
Oh, thank you. That's a first.
Lovely. And it was some good stuff happening. It was some good stuff. We had talked about Greedy Grove boss and how, you know, he's a thought out here in these streets.
We did.
Looking for love in all the wrong places. Also a fan of the podcast.
Yeah, we're going to have him on one day.
We will. We will. Happy New Year.
Happy
It's the middle of the damn
New Year. I know.
It's almost spring.
It is. We've been going through it.
But I mean, if you're lucky, you get a double hitter. Is that what I want to call it? A double hitter. 2 episodes in 1 week is what we're shooting for. So
pray for us.
Pray for us. Greetings, strangers. Happy New Year's.
New Year's.
Oh, New Year. My bad. Happy New Year's. Sis, New Year. New Year, still the same old struggle bus, Brit. I'm Brit.
And I'm Dee.
And welcome to season 3 of It's a Strange World After All.
Hopefully I didn't sound too bad.
Oh yeah, because she's the one that's stopped up for a change.
Yeah, Brittany gave me all her
lie
stuff.
I'm not even there. I don't know what you've been doing. Butterfly, what is it? Man. Butterfly kiss, Eskimo kisses. I don't know what you've been doing.
Something. I don't know. Pray for me.
Pray for Dee. Free Brittany and pray for Dee.
Please.
The Piggity Place, the podcast where we will continue to discuss true crime cases, the supernatural, urban legends, conspiracy theories, and all of the things that keep the world strange. My throat had made a sound. You ever have like it sounds like your stomach growling, but it's not. It's like,
yes.
I don't know how to explain it.
It happens to me all the time.
Sheesh. Strange.
So, it is Black History Month, and all month long, we are sharing stories centered around Black lives. In today's episode, we discuss the Rhythm Club fire.
Yeah, Black History Month. I mean, for us, it's Black History Year, 365 days.
Yep.
A week. She's stressed. Get us some milk.
Man.
365 days a year. A year is what I meant to say. Um, we're black and we're back. But we like to, take this month to just show us some love, or, yeah, show us some love. I was about to
Yeah.
say call us out like last year's episode, because Anthony Porter, man.
Oh man.
Man. But if you're new here, go back and listen to those first episodes, Black History Month episodes from the first and second season.
Yes, please.
Please. Was I about to say something?
I don't
Something else?
know.
I was about to say something about the Rhythm Club fire. I had never heard of it, I don't think. Or I want to say that I thought I had seen that documentary that was on YouTube, but then because there is a short documentary on YouTube, but I feel like it's just been so long because you did this last year that I watched it and I thought I proactively did it on my own, but I think it wasn't
Oh
until
yeah. Yeah.
yeah, some crazy stuff.
Yeah. Check that out.
Check it
Check out the
out.
documentary.
Easy watch. We're gonna get into it. It's
Kinda.
oh yeah, when you yep, I get what you're saying. Like the subject is tough.
Yeah.
Trigger warning. They have some of the photos of the bodies.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but let's get into it. Let me take a drink of water. Hold on. And a bitch is still thirsty. The Rhythm Club was a dance hall located in Natchez, Mississippi. How the natives say it, but it's Mississippi. But the natives
The
would
natives say
say
what?
Mississippi, Natchez, Mississippi.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do. You ain't never have you been in Mississippi? If you is
Anyway,
from Mississippi, let me know. DM us.
you offending all the Mississippians.
Mississippi. Mississippians, Mississippi. Natchez, Mississippi. You knew what I was talking
Okay.
about.
Mm.
The club was a one-story, steel-clad, wood frame building blocks away from the city's business district. There was only one exit with an inward opening door that opened into the main entrance, which had another set of doors that also opened inward. So just setting
The layout, yeah.
the layout.
The building was owned by the Burns family and was leased by I sound rough.
You sound sexy, girl.
Lord, okay. The building was owned by the Burns family and was leased by a social group called the Money Wasters. The group often hosted events and dances and would always bring in a live band to perform. Great name.
I was like, not to be confused with myself.
Me too.
Ugh. On April 23rd, 1940, the night of the fire, the club had a total of 746 people attend the dance. Advanced tickets for admission were 50 cents and tickets at the door were 65 cents. The attendees were between the ages of 15 and 25 years old. Beyonce, SZA, who else? Is Janet Jackson? Whoever's listening this year, if you have a concert, I just want you to keep in mind, tickets then versus tickets now. And just, think about the economy that we live in,
Yeah, Dawn don't want to go with me because she's going to be in Atlanta.
No, I know. For
Yeah.
Beyonce.
Yeah.
You knew she wasn't going to want to go see Beyonce, but, I'm going to leave it there because I don't want people
Because
coming
I
for
was like, hey, it's in August. Me, you, our birthdays are in August.
who?
So, me and you.
Oh, I'm gonna tell you right now, that's a hard, I cannot even afford them tickets. I don't even know.
I can't either, so.
Child. Although, we gonna discuss, because apparently selling used bloomers is a thing that's popping. Yeah, we gonna discuss. And I said, okay.
Anyway.
This one lady said she make $30,000 a month, and I said, "Huh?
I'm not
Okay,
surprised.
okay." Because I couldn't. My feet ain't gonna make it. I can't. I can't do no. Because I ain't got
Oh, like feet
fetish
pics.
feet. Yeah, I couldn't do
Oh,
that. I couldn't do that. That's about all I could do. So, but we'll discuss. I digress.
anyway. There had been a scheduling conflict, and the band that was originally booked was replaced by Walter Barnes and his Royal Creolians. Also, another good name for a band.
And we found out that Creolian is also a word, right? For Creole, right? Or was it something?
Yeah,
Because I looked it up the last time
Creolians.
we attempted to do this. Yes.
Yeah, I think it was Creolians.
Okay.
They were performing when a fire started near the main entrance at around 11 o'clock p.m. The fire spread quickly due to the Spanish moss that had been draped over the rafters as decoration. It had been previously sprayed with Flitz, a petroleum based insecticide, to ensure there were no bugs.
Flammable methane gas was generated from the moss under the dry conditions. At the time, Natchez didn't have a fire department, but two volunteer companies provided one full time firefighter. One of the men volunteered at the Phoenix Fire Station that was about 4 blocks from the Rhythm Club. I felt like, I guess, not taking into consideration like the time period, I was questioning why they didn't have a fire department because I was assuming that the community was a minority community. And that's why I was thinking they didn't have a fire department. But I guess they weren't as common back then.
What, like fire departments?
Yeah. And then that town was small.
Yeah, I think it was just because it was a small town
Didn't
and
Pleasantville
it was
have
back in the day.
a fire department?
Th- They wasn't real though.
That's true. It's like they was a small town. They had a fire department.
Lord,
A fire department.
Pleasantville. The first call about the fire came in at around 11:15 p.m. The first hose was aimed at the front entrance and upper ceiling, while the second hose was sent into a small open window at the back of the club. The fire took about 10 to 30 minutes to put out. The people in the club could be heard screaming throughout the town. So that's how small the town was,
Oh yeah, that they could hear.
that you could hear it. Yeah.
Yeah, this is one of those events that it's like, think of how traumatic it is, not just for the people that were in attendance, like the people that lived in that community. Because imagine sitting in your house and hearing that.
Yep. Yeah, that would be traumatic.
There were 24 windows, but 21 of them had been boarded up to prevent outsiders from viewing and listening to the band. And as a result, the crowd was trapped. Some were able to escape through the front door or the ticket booth, while others tried to get out through the back door, but it too had been padlocked and boarded shut. I just don't, I guess they just didn't think about how unsafe this could be. And I just don't understand why they wouldn't say, okay, well, we don't want people sneaking a peek. So, like, maybe let's have security guards or even pay people to stand, you know what I mean? To stay and watch, to stay in guard, cover the windows, like, instead of
Yeah.
boarding them up.
Yeah. But yeah, you don't think that something like this would happen though. Even though I get what you're saying, because yeah, that is a hazard. But
Yes,
yeah, but you don't, in the moment, you don't think anything like that would happen.
I guess that's like thinking with who was I talking to about this? Thinking with a 2023 because we are in 2023. It's hard to believe. 2023 mentality because they were talking about slavery and they were like, I couldn't have been a slave. I said, black people always talking about they couldn't have been a slave. You saying that now because you know,
Yeah,
but
that's
back
true.
then you didn't have no
They
choice.
have a choice. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, that's true.
Also, I said it in the last recording, but I'm gonna say it again. This just made me think of Stephen King's It, because it made me think.
Oh,
I forgot his name again. Was it Mike? It's
I think
Mike.
it is Mike.
Because
Yeah.
I think I call him Ray, but then I was like, well, I'm thinking of Sister Sister. But I wasn't even
Yeah.
referring to like the first one that came out. I was thinking of the remake, how the black character Mike, that's what happened to like his family. And I was wondering, because they show the scene of Pennywise showing him like the people burning inside and the doors boarded up and you see the hands
Yeah.
like reaching out. And I was wondering if this was kind of like an inspiration for that. Because it would be, I mean, something like, I mean, yeah, it would be something that's a part of Black history, whether or not, like, where it
Yeah.
happened doesn't matter.
Yeah. That's a good observation though, because I didn't even think of that. So
One for the year. Check that off my list.
some people broke through windows with their hands and chairs, but the windows became jammed. Survivors recalled the burning Spanish moss falling from the ceiling and forming a barrier between the dance floor and the exit. The falling moss ignited the clothing and hair of the victims. Because the walls were made of metal and had little ventilation for the heat or smoke, the walls held the heat in the club like an oven. When the water from the hose hit the metal, it created a steam that scalded many of the victims. And that's another thing, too, having metal walls. Because, again, you wouldn't think that this would happen. Because I don't even think I've seen
No.
anywhere with metal, like real metal walls.
I was thinking that too. And then I was thinking though, because I would assume that you would have like building codes. Well, I guess, yeah, man, I guess maybe back then the reason for those codes were for incidents like this. Because before you even build, you have to have, like, has to meet certain like
Yeah.
codes and regulations.
But back then, it didn't.
That's true.
So, yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah, this is a freak accident. Like, I cannot imagine seeing this happen, being a part of this, or even, yeah, because even just hearing about it, it's just like, what? How did this happen? It was just chaos.
Yeah, it was. Like, that's exactly what it was. Because you're not prepared because you don't know what to do because nothing like this has ever happened before.
No, you didn't even have a fire department, so you had to wait
Yep.
for those volunteers to come.
And then it wasn't even a guarantee that they were going to be there because, again, this was back in the day and these were black people. So
Yeah,
there was even no guarantee that they were even going to show up.
that's true. Several of the bodies were found piled up near the back of the building. Band leader Walter Barnes and 9 members of his band were among the victims. In an attempt to calm the crowd, the band continued to play as the fire raged, and Walter was praised a hero. Only 2 members of the band survived, and one of those men, Walter Brown, vowed to never play again.
That's sad because that was probably his passion. And then
Music.
he's yeah, traumatized.
Yeah, he might have even suffered from like PTSD.
PTSD, yeah.
Yeah, so playing was not even pleasurable anymore for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just kudos to these men. I
Yeah.
I could not. Kudos. And to
Cause
the
that's
men on the
just like
Titanic, cuz
I was just about to say that's just like
yeah,
on the Titanic.
and they played the ship down.
Yeah.
I'd have dressed up. This is in regards to the Titanic, not what we're talking about, but I think I would have dressed up. If I was a man, I would have dressed up as a woman, or I would have pretended to be a kid. Because remember, they was like women and children
Women and
only.
yeah.
Yeah, I'd have been
Lord.
like, I'm a kid, but you
You do
look
look like a kid
40.
though.
I mean, but I'm a woman too, though. So
Yeah.
I'd have said I was white, though, if that mattered too.
Now
Look, I am a white
you are not
woman.
passing.
Yes, I am, but I'd have lied. I'd have been like, I have a rare skin condition.
Anyway.
Y'all finna let me on these goddamn
Anywho,
I don't
the
need my note
manager.
anymore.
Oh,
Oh, I was just saying you did anyway, so go ahead.
what?
I was saying I didn't need my note anymore.
Oh,
You done forgot. You didn't even care. You didn't even fuck about my note.
what was your note? Hold
It
on.
don't matter. I didn't care. I wasn't gonna read it anyway.
I get that music is supposed to.
What is it? Go ahead.
I get that music is supposed to tame the savage beast, but I don't think this would have calmed me down.
That's all I was saying. But I shortened it to it couldn't be me. I just, in Black History Month, it
Black
couldn't have been
folks.
me. Kudos to them.
The manager of the rhythm club, Ed Frazier, was outside when the fire broke out. His wife was still inside the club as it burned. During the commotion of the fire, Ed had a heart attack and died at the scene. Again, that is crazy.
It's
Cause
chaotic.
yeah, your club is burning down. All these people are trapped inside. Your wife is trapped inside, and then you have a heart attack.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's a
not
stressful
how old?
situation.
Yeah,
You
it
didn't say
is.
you wonder how old
How
he
old
is.
he
My
was?
bad.
Yeah. Even though I don't think that has you can have a heart attack at any age.
That's true.
But yeah, that's just too much.
It is too much. It feels like something off a movie. Like it feels like you could not, or like you know how when people are like, I can't make this up. I couldn't have made this up, but it
Yeah.
sounds made up. That's what it sounds like. It sounds like someone was watching a
Yeah.
movie and documented this, like that this could not, did not, and should not have happened in real life.
Yeah. Many of the victims were identified, but there were several bodies that were burned beyond recognition. Those bodies were buried in a mass grave. I think I can't even remember what I said in the last recording cuz I feel like it was something about a lot of the funeral homes not taking them in because they were black
Oh,
and they were mostly
because
like owned by white people.
yeah,
Yeah.
I think you did because again, this was like a black part of town because you still had like
Yeah.
segregation, but their funeral homes were not prepared for the number of people that had passed, and then yep, you did.
Yeah.
If I can find it, I can put that in there because, like I said, your audio was fine. It was my audio. What?
You.
It's me. Hi, I'm the problem. It's me.
The call is coming from inside the house.
I be like, one day she's just gonna be like, fuck it. I don't even care no more. I am so
I
done.
I'm patient, but I'm not. It's kind of
Nah,
weird. So,
I get it, bruh.
yeah.
But then too, I be like, some of the stuff that be happening to me, I be like, you can't make this up.
Yeah.
D, this is what
I
happened.
understand.
Ooh. The fire took the lives of 209 people and injured more than 200. Most of them died from asphyxiation, and some were trampled to death. Even after all of the bodies were removed and the site was cleared, the smell of burned bodies lingered over the town for months. The fire was believed to be accidental, started by a discarded match or cigarette that ignited the Spanish moss. So, again, freak accident, even though I have my doubts.
Yeah. Same.
And then we just danced over the smell of burning bodies lingering in the town for
Oh,
months. I meant to say something about that.
go ahead.
That was it. It was just the shock. It was just the shock. It was just the
Oh,
shock and horror of it all. I know she's not laughing at this, so I don't think she's laughing at this.
yeah.
She was laughing at
No.
me. But it really was because I didn't have like something specific. It was just like, oh,
Oh.
like one of
No,
those
because
moments.
I was like, because you were saying we just go skip over it, and then I was like, well, what? And then you were like, no, that's it. So I'm
this is
like,
this is the flies all over again from season 1.
what?
flies. You don't remember
I'm trying to
flies?
remember.
Oh,
I'm
we had
trying to I
danced over
don't.
that, and I was just like flies. But
You know what? We've been doing this so long
you could do it.
that I'm starting to forget like what we've talked about. Cause before I
Oh,
could just remember just like that. I can't even snap. But
you got nails? You got fingernails?
what?
You got nails? You got your nails done?
They old. I need
Oh,
a feel.
I said, oh, D living a good life. She done got a new iPhone. She got her nails done. She talking about Beyonce tickets.
These the nails I had when you was here. That's how
Oh,
old they are.
I
I
said,
just
oh,
got the color changed.
did you take money from the from the ad pot?
We ain't got nothing but $20.
No, girl, it's almost to 40. I checked it the other day. It is at 37 and like 67 cents, ma'am, for the year.
Anyway, another source claimed that a fire from a burger stand located close to the exit spread to the mosque and grew out of control. There was a large fan at the entrance and was thought to have strengthened the fire. How? That don't sound right because if the burger stand was outside, I mean I get that the building could catch on fire, but somebody could have saw that unless well, but everybody was inside.
I assumed there was people outside too, though. I assumed because remember they boarded the stuff up, so I would
Oh
assume
yeah.
that
And then it's
maybe.
crazy. Oh, my bad.
No, go ahead, go ahead.
I was gonna say it's crazy because literally every situation that could possibly happen happened. Cause you got the metal walls, you got the windows boarded up, you got a big fan in front of the door, you got the Spanish moss. What is going on?
That made me think of Stephen A. talking about the Cowboys. Everything that
Don't
could
do
go
that.
wrong
Don't do that.
will go wrong. No, but for real, everything that could have gone wrong went wrong.
I'm
Um,
still yeah, I'm not ready.
whatever. I my expectations was not high at all, so
Mine
I'm not
either,
hurt.
but I'm not hurt. I'm just disappointed. I sound
Oh,
like a
I'm
parent.
just
I'm mad.
disappointed.
I'm just disappointed. But yeah, so every situation that you could possibly think of happened.
Yeah, I don't buy burger stand though, because like you said, and then how big is the burger? Like I feel like the burger stand, you could have grabbed some buckets of water and knocked that out. Like I don't see that. Well, I guess if it was moving fast, let me hush on that front. But there was nothing else about a burger stand though. Like nobody was like, no, the burger stand owner didn't come out and say,
Yeah,
yeah, I lost my burger stand. And there's just like nothing else within like articles or the documentary about a burger
about
stand.
yeah.
Yeah, outside of people's theories. So I don't know.
Yeah, that's true.
The day after the incident, 5 men were arrested after claims that they had drunkenly threatened to burn down the Rhythm Club. The charges against them were later dropped. The true cause of the fire was never determined. Who were these men? Their names weren't released.
No,
Right.
no.
Were they?
White.
Yeah, I was trying to think of a more PC way to say it, but
Oh.
I don't think that white is not PC.
From the
I just, you know what
mountains
I
of
mean?
Caucasus. Yeah, oh
From
yeah.
the mountains of
Yeah.
Anglo-Saxon Americanness. Um,
Yeah,
I was gonna
I
say from that side of
don't know.
town was what I
Oh.
from another side of.
Yeah, I don't know. Also, you said my audio was good, right? Because I remember saying something about another theory involving women, but I can't remember what I said.
It was. It was. I can just go through and try to
Okay.
find it if you don't remember. Wasn't it like a fight or something? I don't know.
I think it has something to do with a fight, but I don't know. Hotel employee Ernest Wright. Oh, I guess they just wanted it to be known that's where he worked. So Ernest Wright stood by the entrance on the night of the fire and later reported that he heard two women arguing with one accusing the other of setting the club on fire. So that's another thing. But it says all indications and later investigations pointed to an accidental cause of the fire. Around this time, there were no building occupancy restrictions. Future laws and codes would limit the number of people allowed in a building and would require doors to open outward to prevent people from being trapped inside. So, this is why we have codes and restrictions and all that.
Which looking at the pictures of the building, it looked like a shack. Like it didn't look big enough to hold no
It, yeah,
746
it
people.
looked like one of those old, them old churches.
Like the
Yeah,
wooden
that's what it.
ones
Yeah,
or log, whatever you, yeah, log wooden. You know
log.
what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, so it wasn't because I was like, how they fit 700 people in there? Because that was pretty small.
It was pretty small, and yeah, which back then they might not have cared, but even prior to like, because I know we're different now, having gone through like a pandemic and quarantine. But I don't even like for people to be that close to me. I don't like to be like, I don't see how people mosh
Me
pit.
neither.
Like, what is that? Somebody tell. I don't understand why you want people pushing up against you, rubbing up against you.
I hate it.
Mm-mm. You
I
need to be
hate
an
it.
arm's length away,
Two
at least.
arms.
Oh, and I was gonna say was that it sucks that you have to have something like this happen in order to implement like laws, codes, things, practices, things like that. Like think 9/11 and how like it's before 9/11 you could like walk people in and meet people at the terminal and
Yeah,
yeah, it's sad. Or
that
yeah, the
is.
fact that now they have, which I feel like we didn't have active shooter drills. Like we did have active shooter drills, but we didn't have those until like high school. Like we definitely didn't have those in elementary school and
Oh, yeah. I don't even think we had. Well, you know where I went to school. I don't think we had them.
at all. What?
I don't remember.
What was
They
gonna
didn't care.
happen? I guess not. I guess they was like, that's awful.
Yeah, I was in
Them teachers was like, them teachers was like, I don't give a fuck about these kids. I'm not putting my life on the line for these kids. That's awful.
I was in Pleasant Grove, so I mean, we had metal detectors, so I guess they figured. I don't know.
Oh, that's true. Whereas we didn't. That's something that I saw on TV. You went to the
Yeah.
Coach Carter school. He went to those Freedom Riders. Uh,
I
that's
did
Hillary
though.
Swank, ain't it? Freedom Riders,
I think
or who
so.
is that? Oh, okay. We were talking about Hillary Swank the other day because I thought that the lady from Smile. Remember, I thought that lady from Smile at first was Hillary
Oh,
Swank, and I was like, that's
yeah,
not.
that's Kevin Bacon and Kira Sedgwick.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's their daughter.
On November 6th, 2010, the Rhythm Club Museum opened in Natchez, Mississippi. In December 2012, a documentary, The Rhythm Club Fire, was released and is available on YouTube. That is the documentary from the beginning. I didn't know you had that note. My bad.
Oh, that was mine.
Yeah, it was. I said it in the beginning, but you can give it again.
Oh, I mean, if you said it,
I mean, I can read it since you read mine. I just want to give a warning. There is a scene where
that
they
ain't
show
even how I talk.
the
I feel like
victims.
mine was perfect. Besides me being stopped up.
I just want. I can't.
And you still sounded the same.
I was
So
trying to be
anyway,
chill. That's why. I was just trying to be chill. Sorry, my voice wasn't deep enough. I just want to give a warning.
dang, dang.
um,
Y'all see how she do me? I'm over here going through it.
fighting for my life.
I am. I'm stopped up. My neck is killing me. I'm on muscle relaxers.
I'm sorry.
I just came. Well, not just came. I had to go to the emergency room and everything.
We
and she
love you.
treated me like this.
Don't be trying to get the viewers. Don't be trying to get the listener sympathy.
This is all in less than a week that I
Stop.
done been through this. So, and I'm
We not
still
even
here. What's the song?
well.
Tisha Campbell.
Oh, I thought you was talking. I was about to say I'm still standing better than I didn't know. I'm still
Yeah.
here. Here. That song.
Yes.
We love you. We love you, Tisha Campbell.
We do. Okay.
Final thoughts.
Let me go. I'll go first.
Yeah, I'm gonna drink some water while you go.
Something about this is just it don't sit right with me. I don't feel like you all right?
I didn't pay attention. You're supposed to be worried about yourself. I was
Oh.
just a little warm, and then I was like, "Am I sweating?" I was like, "Oh, I'm sweating." Go ahead, though. You worried? Wait a minute. I am here. This is my business. This is your business. Somehow you found your way here into my business.
I just looked up and I was like, what is it? She sniffing herself?
No, it was not.
Okay. What was it? Oh, I don't feel like this was an accident. We talked about it when we tried to record before, but I feel like we both feel like maybe possibly the KKK had something to do with it because it was a big event and they would have known where they were going to be. And for that to just happen just like that out of the blue, because I mean, they've had plenty of dances there before and nothing ever happened. So why was this time different? And I feel like either that or it was those guys that was arrested. I don't feel like it was an accident though.
Yeah. I wish we had more information. Like, I wish there was more information out there about the guys that were arrested. But again, like you say, you hate to say it, but it's true. They were black. The club was black owned. Like, so they probably
Yeah.
didn't, law enforcement probably didn't really care that much to do like a full investigation. That's just speculation, speculations. Um, but I agree. I don't know. Well, I can I 50% agree? I 50% agree because I feel like I want it to be something that was done on purpose. Like, I don't want to believe that an accident like this could happen because that would mean it could happen to anybody. You know what I mean? Like, that's crazy to believe that it is an accident. Granted, obviously something malicious could happen to anyone too, don't get me wrong, but then it's at least you have like a reason why. I mean, I guess there are multiple reasons why if it was an accident, but I don't know, it was still too like orchestrated. It almost felt like orchestrated almost.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I was saying.
Oh, I was also going to say that it's easy to believe that the KKK did it because I mean they used to burning stuff down, burning stuff, setting stuff on fire. But then it's like they usually make like this grandiose show, like it's like they want you to know that it was them
Oh, that's true.
in
Cause they'll
cases.
like burn a cross
Yeah,
and put it. Yeah, yeah, that's true.
I do partly believe that it was done with malicious intent, but then another part of me is like it could have just been like this freak accident. You're talking about this huge party, live band, everybody's feeling good, alcohol, drinks were flowing. So maybe, everyone wasn't as alert as they should have been or could have been. So that could have also played a factor in it, is what I was thinking.
Yeah,
We know better now. I mean, unfortunately, yeah, it's unfortunate that this happened, but something good came out of it.
yeah.
Yeah. That is all, folks.
Please follow us on Instagram at It's a Strange World Podcast, Twitter at Pod Strange World, and on Facebook and TikTok at It's a Strange World After All. Also, if you're listening to us on Apple Podcasts or Spotify and like the show, please go ahead and give us a 5-star rating. And if you're feeling extra strange, please write a review.
Yes, we would love to hear from you. What did you think of this week's episode? What are your theories on the Rhythm Club fire? Go out and watch that documentary. Also, if there's anything else in the world of strange or true crime cases that you would like us to cover, let us know. If you have any personal stories involving true crime or the supernatural, we would love to have you on the show and share them with our listeners. If you have any movie or documentary suggestions of the horror, thriller, slasher, and true crime genre that you would like us to review, email your submissions to itsastrangeworld@gmail.com or DM us on any other social media platform D mentioned. Even if you just want to say hey there, we will be here.
Thank you for tuning into another episode of
It's a Strange World after all. And thank you. As always, thank you for tuning in to the season premiere, third season premiere
of the Struggle Bus.
Of the Struggle Boost. The Struggle Bus. I don't know what else to say. There's the struggle. Yeah, thank you as always for keeping it strange with us. We'll see you for the rest of the season. See you next. We'll pray we see you next Thursday.
Oh yeah. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.